अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर जी, कैसे हैं? क्या हाल चाल है सर जी? जीटीए खत्म हो गई। जीटीए का दुख तो है, पर जीटीए का दुख हम किसी और तरह खत्म करेंगे। तो मेरा काफ़ी देर से दिल कर रहा था ये गेम खेलने का, द स्टैनली पैरेबल अल्ट्रा डिलक्स एडिशन। अगर किसी ने इस गेम के बारे में नहीं सुना पहले, तो दिस गेम इज बेसिकली लाइक योर एक्शंस कंट्रोल द प्लेयर। आई मीन हर गेम में यही होता है, पर योर एक्शंस डिसाइड के आगे गेम में क्या होगा। देयर इज अ नरेटर, और डिपेंड करता है कि आप नरेटर की बात सुनो या ना सुनो। देयर इज अ नरेटर दैट गाइड्स यू थ्रू आउट द गेम प्ले। अब आपकी मर्जी है आपने उस नरेटर को सुनना या नहीं सुनना। आप नहीं सुनोगे तो भी कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हैं, आप सुनोगे तो भी कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज हैं। तो लेट्स सी व्हाट इज दिस गेम अबाउट। मैं बड़ा एक्साइटेड हूं गेम खेलने के लिए एक्चुअली। तो बिगिन द गेम। The end is never the end, the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
That's it.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment
job करने का
as though he had been made exactly for this job.
बिल्कुल इसी काम के लिए बना हुआ है, पैसा इसी काम के लिए हुआ। मैं खुश हूँ, दिल से खुश हूँ ब्रो। जब तक है जान, हम तब तक बटन ही दबाएंगे।
And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm controlling Stanley. Oh, this is so good.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
पहले काम करते हैं, पहले ना इस नरेटर की बात सुनते हैं। मीटिंग रूम कहाँ पे है? नरेटर की सारी बातें सुनेंगे कि नरेटर क्या कह रहा है। मीटिंग रूम तो नहीं, ये तो नहीं मीटिंग रूम। ब्रो मीटिंग रूम अच्छा सारे दरवाजे वही खुले हुए हैं। पहले इसकी नाम सुनते हैं, बातें।
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
पहले सारी बातें सुनेंगे इसकी कि चाह क्या रहा है ये। सारी बातें सुनेंगे। ये क्या हो रहा है? कितनी प्यारी फोटो माउंटेन्स की। Great art यार, very high definition photos. Where is that? Himalayas? What is this? Such a nice photo. I think phone से ली हुई है। Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not enter without consulting whiteboard manager. अच्छा जी। मीटिंग रूम मंडे को है जी। वीकली टारगेट एडमिन और मार्केटिंग मंडेज। व्हाट इज दिस? लीगल टर्मिनेशन ट्यूसडे। अच्छा, ये खैर रूटीन है सारी। ये क्या है? नॉट कास्ट एफिशिएंट। गेट क्रिस आउट ऑफ द ब्रूम क्लोजेट। हायर समवन। यार ये चिक क्या हो रहा है? अच्छा, नंबर ऑफ स्लाइड्स, charts and slides. Oh yeah, nice. This is very common. Rate at which charts on the same slide deposit the same information. Dobara. Okay, this is very. Please no more chart. Stop. The boss appreciation minute on your boss appreciation minute worksheet circle the 12 things you have learned most about the fill out the replicant and return your boss appreciation sheet. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you have ever find yourself in a conflict with another employee like yourself but more inclined towards अच्छा यार जो भी है synergy code। अच्छा room closet। ओए इसमें से इसको निकालना था। बोलो खोलो है, निकालो फाइल करो। ऊपर जाना नीचे जाना Stanley तो बताओ।
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, Okay, upstairs. मैं तुम्हारी सारी बातें सुनूंगा narrator. हाँ, बॉस ने बड़ा कमरा बनाया है bro. Such a nice game.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
हाँ, कोई बंदा क्यों नहीं है?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
मैं इलाका देख लूँ. 2845 है, मुझे पता है क्या है. I need to examine this area first. Nice, nice. दराज में कुछ होगा. Definitely दराज में कुछ होगा.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
There you go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing
random buttons
on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
What?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What? Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting, more and more interesting. Left channel, right channel, narrator. No, I could die. Oh my god, this is so dark. There has to be some other way, right? मतलब वहां पर तो जाने का कोई रास्ता कोई नहीं है. ये देखो, यहाँ से लेफ्ट में तो लेफ्ट नहीं जाए ना. I'm just gonna die. If I go down there, I'm just gonna die. You can't jump. Achievement unlocked. कुछ है या फिर अंधार में? Okay, this is the only way to go. Let's go. Oh, मुझे था लिफ्ट है. मुझे था वो है. काला रास्ता है. अच्छा. Idiot. Loading, 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 loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question
Starbucks, bro, Starbucks.
Why did he feel this now?
आपको क्या लग रहा है इसमें Starbucks है? No, bro, पानी की बोतल है. पानी बहुत ठंडा रहता पानी.
Go unanswered for long.
अच्छा जी. मैं narrator की सारी बातें सुन रहा हूँ जो narrator कह रहा है.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read "Mind Control
ये escape है. What should I do? Okay, हम इसकी बातें सुन रहे हैं. अभी हम इसकी बातें सुनेंगे सारी. अभी चोरी करेगा. What is this? What is this mind control thing?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, okay, okay. There's a long way down. There's a very long way down. Okay, 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 okay. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
हम कहाँ हैं?
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
God.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom and
104 is fired. Where's 47? Where's 47? Where's 47? Where's 47? Oh my god, which is supposed... What? Oh my god, 427. ये हूँ मैं. Employee 427. ये वाला ये. Okay, I'm not on my desk. Okay. अच्छा ये रास्ता बंद हो गया. Can I turn off the cameras? Should I turn off the cameras? What is this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
47?
Had Stanley really been under someone's
47.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So we're actually going to get December. Okay, we're going to... मैं जैसे narrator की बातें मार रहा था, हम off ही कर देंगे. Is that the end? Is that the first ending maybe? By the way, there are 20 plus endings in this game.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Was it
over?
Oh!
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Exactly.
What other mysteries did this strange building
अभी करते हैं, सारे करेंगे दोबारा.
But as
मैं
sunlight
तो
streamed
बाहर जा रहा हूँ. I
into
think
the
this is the first
chamber,
ending.
he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
बाहर दुनिया है.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how.
Finally, he's free.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all.
चले,
he
चलो,
needed to
खोल दो
know.
दरवाजा bro.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What open door? अच्छा वो लोड नहीं हुआ सारा.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay.
And Stanley
happy.
was happy.
So that's a happy ending, right? अच्छा खैर अगर आप narrator की बात सुनो तो you get the happy ending. I think so. हाँ. Achievement unlocked, beat the game. That's the first ending, right? Okay. अब हम क्या करेंगे? अब हम उसकी बात नहीं मानेंगे.
All of his co-workers were gone.
इसकी.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
meeting room तक पहुंचते हैं. Meeting room तक पहुंच के देखते हैं कि क्या बातें हो रही हैं. I think that was the success I think.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
अब हम राइट जाएंगे.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
I want to question everything. Now I want to question every single thing. I don't know. कि इसको उनको तो दरवाजा खुला है, उनको सा नहीं खुला. Oh.
Yes.
बोतल दो यार, बोतल दो मेरे पास.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not going to take that door. No, not going to take that door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
मुझे पता है मैं तुम्हारी बात नहीं सुन रहा.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking.
Can I go there? I think I can go there.
I'm asking for her.
Her? Who her? Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting? एक second. Okay, let's go here.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Should I?
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Hello, Api. Hello, Baji. Baji, दूध ले लो. Baji, दूध ले लो, Baji. What is this?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling up right out
Who
of the
is
oven.
this?
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on.
What if I don't go inside? What if I don't go inside?
Sorry, but you're in my story.
Acha, so I have to go now. Astaghfirullah.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. Press G on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his
Acha, theek hai, bas.
existence.
Press U.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating
Here's
lunch.
lunch.
Now he's going
I want to go
home.
home.
Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press M.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic
Bada maza aa raha hai tumhare ka.
adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Wonderful.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press L to watch TV. Press TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press L to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press F to prepare dinner.
As he
अब
wandered
मुझे
through
सच याद है, मैं तो
this
उसकी बातें मान रहा हूँ.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths
Okay,
and
आपको ये बटन दबाएंगे.
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
Parable.
the Stanley Parable.
मैं क्यों दबा रहा हूँ? नहीं, और कोई बटन दबा सकता है.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again
And then over
again,
and over
and
over.
again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path.
Mustn't there
Mustn't
be?
there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Yaar, love your wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the
Thank
real
you. Time पे दो रखो. T to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Should I? Should I? Should I?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I
Hello.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Okay. To question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time.
Please die.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Okay, we're gonna do one more ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it possibly mean?
Stanley decided to go to
What
the
is this?
meeting.
Why is this? Why is this
Perhaps
on?
he had simply missed a memo.
Why is this on? और कितने on है? ये क्या? Awaiting input. एक second. They were all on from the beginning. ये भी on है.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
मैं
of
वही
his
कह रहा था कि
co-workers.
इसने बोला नहीं कुछ. 4 to 7. Okay. In the beginning हमने ये इग्नोर कर दिया था. अच्छा कुछ भी इस गेम में इग्नोर करने वाली चीज नहीं है. ओके अब अपने क्या करेंगे, एक बात इसकी मानेंगे और एक बात इसकी नहीं मानेंगे. आई मीन पहली बात मानेंगे और बाकी नहीं मानेंगे क्योंकि कहीं तो गेम प्रोग्रेस करे. आई थिंक ये सिर्फ लेफ्ट.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
अब इसकी कोई बात नहीं मानूंगा मैं. I don't think. Oh, वहाँ पे.
Yet there was not a
Yeah, I
single
know.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
यहाँ
his
से ऊपर
boss's
चलते हैं
office.
क्योंकि मैंने
Helping him up
escape पे
to the
जाना है.
staircase, Stanley walked
और चुप कर
upstairs to
कर.
his boss's
2845
office.
है ना? 2845. Yes, I know.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Oh, please, we don't copyright it. Please, we don't copyright it. Come on.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Stanley
left,
right.
into the opened passageway.
Okay, मैंने escape पे जाना है. मैंने escape पे. चलो. नीचे चलो. Loading. Escape पे जाना है. Escape पे. What was that? Nothing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
अच्छा अभी एक और एंडिंग में हम कर सकते हैं सच. हम ना उसे नो कर सकते हैं, है ना? हाँ हम वो करते हैं. बताता हूँ क्या बात कर रहा हूँ.
The lights rose on an enormous room
God,
packed with
this- ये पता क्या
television
है?
screens.
ये
What horrible
कौन सी
secret
गेम थी
did this
जिसमें mind
place
control था?
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
हुआ
have
खोल
the strength to find out?
ये करो.
Now the monitors
Yeah, we
jumped
know.
to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of
47
an
is still?
employee in the building.
Yeah, 47.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
think.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally
47 हुआ,
monitored
देखा
in
मैंने
this
वही कहा था.
place where freedom
I mean आपको नहीं पता मैंने क्या कहा था, पर मैंने वही कहा था. यकीन नहीं, trust me.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't
Yeah,
be
I know.
true.
I know.
Had Stanley
No.
really been under someone's control all this time?
Fired.
Was this the only reason
601
he
is
was happy
fired,
with his
or
boring job?
20
That his
104 is
emotions
fired.
had been manipulated to accept
104
it
and
blindly?
601 is fired, right? 104 and 601 is fired. Okay. I don't know.
No. He refused to believe it.
मुझे लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे अगर pause है तो यहाँ पे हम कुछ ना कुछ कर
His
सकते
own
हैं.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
It is
Was it
possible.
even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
यहाँ पे मैं कह रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे ना
The
Let's
heart
look at
of
it,
the
think about it.
operation. controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working,
Mind
all of it
control
monitored
idle,
and commanded
awaiting
from this
input.
very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
No.
Stanley
No, no, no,
decided
no, no.
that this machinery would never again
On
exert
hi
its
rahegi.
terror. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you want?
Loading control systems.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it
अच्छा
go,
कर लिए ना मैं बाबा ये
turn the
कर सकता
controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode.
Okay.
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Ah, now this is
What,
making
what,
things a
what,
little
what,
more
what?
fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Incorrect.
You are the
Fourth
star.
one, fourth
It's
one,
your
fourth,
story
fourth
now.
one, fourth
Shape
one.
it to your heart's desires. Oh, this
This
is
is
much
three.
better than what I had
Yellow
in mind.
four.
What a
Yellow
shame we have
four.
so
Yellow
little
four.
time left
Yellow
to enjoy
four.
it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More
Yellow
time
four.
to talk about
Okay,
you,
that's 4.
about me, where we're going,
And
what all this means. I barely know where to
that's 4.
start. What's that? You'd like to know where your
That's
co-workers
4, right?
are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Off.
Of course, that was
Oh my
merely
God, what
in
am I
this
doing?
instance of the story. Sometimes when I
One,
tell
two.
it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
One, two.
pushing buttons endlessly and then
एक
dying
सेकंड ये केबल कहाँ जा रही है?
Other times, I let the office
4.
sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
49
you try to
seconds.
make sense of everything and take back
Okay,
the
I get it,
control
I get it,
wrested
I get
away
it,
from
maybe.
you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to
it's-
see it
so
go.
it's
But I'm
1,
sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
2.
will be even better.
ठीक है?
My goodness, only 34
3
seconds left.
3
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell
3.
with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
1, 2, 3.
Oh dear me, what's
4.
the matter, Stanley? Is it
Right?
that you have no idea where you're going or what
Oh
you're supposed
my
to be
God,
doing
exactly.
right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning
So
it
I
on?
4.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
5, there's
screen
5.
to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this
Oh my
door.
God, there's once a 5
Everything,
existed.
anything, something here will save me.
Okay.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
I get it.
Do
I
you
get it. I
have
get it. I get
any
it.
idea what your purpose in this place
I get it.
is?
I have enough time. I have enough time. 1.
Stanley, you're
2.
in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only
3.
still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This
40
is not
seconds.
a challenge. It's a trophy. You wanted to control this
5.
world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Good boy, employee 4 to 7.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left
Oh
to strike.
my God.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No
Okay, I don't think I can do
just you
anything.
being blown to pieces. Will
Good
you
boy,
cling
employee 4
desperately to
27.
your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? What a choice. Make it count.
I mean, we're going to die.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
What happened? My face cam died. So that's another ending, I guess. Woo!
All of his co-workers
I
were
don't know
gone.
what this is doing.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
So,
room.
did I
Perhaps he
did
had
the right
simply
thing?
missed a memo.
I think I did the right thing. मुझे लगता है इसके अलावा यार क्या है इनपुट 2 दफा हो गया 3 दफा हो गया तो आई गेस आई एम लीविंग दिस एपिसोड ओवर हियर मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है गेम खेलने का कसम से मेरे पास अगर टाइम होता ना ये करने का अगर मेरी वीडियो को एडिट करता था कोई अच्छा बंदा हो कि मेरी वीडियो एडिट कर दे तो मैंने गेम ही खेलनी थी और मैंने एडिट किसी और से करानी थी मुझे बिल्कुल दिल नहीं कर रहा गेम रोकूं के बट आई विल कंटिन्यू ये गेम begin the game again quit to menu I will continue this game again but और I don't know मैं जितनी खेलूं I think मुझे लग रहा है कम पड़ रही है I like it a lot and I love it a lot and I will do this a lot of बहुत सारे episodes आने वाले हैं इसके और I'll see you in the next episode तब तक अपना ख्याल रखें और stay अपने नरेटर अपने लाइफ के नरेटर की इज्जत करें वरना वो इस तरह की जिंदगी के साथ गोलमाल करते हैं तो I'll see you in the next episode तब तक के लिए ख्याल रखें and अल्लाह हाफिज़